Listen carefully what I'm saying here. Watch out for the man or woman without any enemies. Let me say it again, because this is something that goes contrary to what popular knowledge is telling you, or the wisdom of the crowd goes against this. The wisdom of the crowd tells you to hang around people that are loved, people that are liked, people that have a good standing in the community. However, I'm telling you to pay attention and pay close attention. I'm not telling you to become obsessed, but pay attention to the individual who doesn't have any enemies. I'm not telling you to hook up with people that attract trouble into themselves. I'm not saying that. Just beware of the individual with no conflicts at all. Because let me tell you, as long as you're breathing in your body, there will be people having something against you. It can be that you don't bother with what other people think about you, and some people feel threatened by your confidence. It can be that you have folks of another ethnicity that hate people of your ethnicity, and because you belong to the ethnicity they hate, they have something against you. It's a very dumb reason why you have that. Or it can be that people just project whatever's going on inside of them onto you. Listen, as long as you're breathing, there is conflict around you. This world is one big conflict. That doesn't mean that you are in conflict, but some people can have their conflicts that they project onto you. So they have a conflict towards you. And now they want you to concede onto them so they feel all right. And here's the thing, you're not going to do that. You're not going to concede your safety to please people who don't care about you. So that's something, that's a fight right over there that you need to overcome. Now, I don't care how peaceful, gentle, kind, and loving or Christ-like you are. You live in the world where the majority of the people are relief seekers, where the majority of the people don't want to face anything. And people that don't want to face anything, they'll look for others to transfer the fight onto. They won't fight the fight to overcome, but they will fight someone else to be relieved. That's how a lot of folks are in this world. It can be you're happily married and people are upset with you because of it. Or it can be that at the moment you're not with someone and some people are upset with it because you have so many options around you. I mean, folks can be upset about almost anything. Now, I'm just reminding you, if you encounter someone that has no conflict at all with anyone, if you encounter someone that has no enemies at all, you're dealing with a demonic deception. I'm telling you, an individual without any enemies is an individual that's charmed. It's an individual that is either backed up by demons. Just because demons can use an individual to deceive many other people, or such an individual willingly is involved in the paranormal. I'm telling you, if Christ himself, who is love embodied, if he himself, when he walked the earth, had enemies, fierce enemies, then who are we? Look, someone without any enemies does not exist. When you do encounter such an individual, it's a deception. And it's important for you to see through the deception. And listen to this. If you're a young lady, a young woman, listen to what I'm saying here. Do not look for friends that have it all. There's a trick many young women get tricked into. They want to have friends that have it all. They want to have confident women around them and all. And that's understandable, but listen to what I'm saying here, lady. Don't long for the company of a woman who has no enemies and who has no struggles. In this world, everyone will go through struggles. And this world system, which is against females, so as a female, you will go through stuff. Listen, lady, don't long for the company of a woman who does not have any struggles, who doesn't have any enemies, and doesn't have to go through anything. She either is a witch or she's being used by demons as a trap. And for you guys, we're looking for someone or we're praying for someone, listen. Don't look for someone, and by the way, this counts for you ladies also, for those who want the men. Don't look for someone who has no enemies and who has no issues and who has no struggles. Such an individual, what you're looking for is a deception. And when you're looking for deception, Satan will provide the deception to you. And in the beginning, it will be moonlight and rosemary, or how to have, I don't know the saying in English. It's in the beginning, it will be like a honeymoon, a very big honeymoon. But afterwards, the serpent will bite you. Because Satan never gives you anything. He only kills, steals, and destroys. So again, someone without enemies. And enemies doesn't only have to be people. Enemies can also be circumstances. It can be that someone is living in a community, but it's as if there are circumstances against individual, because individual may be in a racist society. That doesn't mean that the people around him or her are racist, but the structure of society is racist. So they have situations as enemies against them. Listen, in this world, encountering someone with no enemies at all, if you encounter such an individual, you are being deceived. Beware with getting involved with such an individual. I don't care how attractive it seems. Whether someone's from the opposite sex or not, doesn't matter. And guys, I'm talking to the men now. I don't care how attractive she is, how hot she is. If she is the type of woman that has no struggles, no enemies, none of that, by the way, that's a deception. Please, I don't recommend you to get involved with her. You can never get involved with a deception and things will end up well. It won't happen. I told you before in one of my other videos, when looking at stuff, look for the bad. Look at the whole picture. Look for the bad, so that you have a better view of what's going on. Everyone walking this earth goes through struggles, goes through issues, and will have things coming against them. Believers and unbelievers. Of course, believers tend to have more because demons are fighting them, but nevertheless, everyone goes through something. Everyone has enemies, whether those are real people that are opposed to them or whether it's circumstances or structures that operate against them. Someone without enemies is not real. Don't look for something that's not real. And that's what a lot of you do. You look for something that ain't real. Me, you know of me. I look at the bigger picture. I'm not saying I notice everything. Absolutely not. But I look beyond. When I meet people and they are quite popular, let's say it's let's say it's a young woman who is participating in a beauty pageant and she's so popular on social media and in the local media. A lot of people would say, well, she's a popular girl, she's working, she finished college, so she's like a model figure. Okay, I look at things broader. Okay, she's a young woman, attractive, she finished college, she's working, and now she's becoming a beauty pageant. That means she's in a public view and she gets a lot of attention of men. Obviously, or else you wouldn't be participating in a beauty pageant if you didn't have a desirable look. Okay? Okay, so she gets a lot of attention of men. Both men that are decent and men that are vile. So then I begin to ask, okay, she's not with a guy now. If she's so-called single, why is she single? If she gets so much attention from other men. Or if she's with someone, why isn't she open about it? Why can't she say, I'm with this guy? Like many other women do. Then you're going to think, okay, if she can't be open about who she's with, then why can't she be open about it? Is it because the one she's with is already involved with someone else? Or is it because the one she's with now, it wouldn't be a good thing if it came out? Maybe she's doing it with her boss or whatever. You don't know. You get what I'm saying here? You look at the bigger picture and you also think, okay, she's so popular. Where are her friends? Don't tell me all her friends are happy for her. You find Judases everywhere. So if she is participating in a beauty pageant, she's like this model locally. Where are her friends? How many friends does she has? If she has many friends, then you know that there are Judases amongst them. If she is participating in beauty pageant, she's so praised. It means that others may become envious of her and she may be under psychic attacks. Now, everyone that gets attention publicly in a positive manner get psychic attacks because you live in a world where most of the people are in the negative. Okay, so if there's are psychic attacks against her, why doesn't she ever sense anything? That means she's either in line with Christ and she's walking by faith, but probably that's not the case, as it often is. So if she's not in line with Christ, it means she has some cover somewhere, or she's part of some cult in which she benefits of the paranormal cover, or she's paying some warlock or some witch for some cover, or she's the witch herself that puts a cover paranormally on herself to ward off psychic attacks. And that's why she keeps walking around and nobody looks for a fight with her. Because I'm telling you, when you begin to reach things in a positive manner and people are praising you, there will be people, just because they want attention or they want validation, going to come against you in a violent manner. And women can be violent and very bitter also, for no apparent reason than the reason that they are projecting their issues onto someone else. Yes, women can be violent to other women also. So if you have a woman participating in beauty pageant and she's so praised by the community, there must be a lot coming against her. There must be things she's dealing with. If it's totally at ease with her, then you know something is up. Okay, that's just a parable, just an example I give unto you. The same you do, for example, you see a businessman, and this businessman, man, you look at his house is beautiful, his house costs around 900,000 euros. He has a lot of furniture in the home, so together his house and his stuff are like 1.2 million euros. So people say, well, that's a successful businessman. But then you realize, oh, man, if he's a businessman, where did he go to college? Because to get deep in the business world, you need to have connections. And then you figure out that, and so you find out rather that he never went to college. And you say, okay, some people don't go to college, but they became successful. And then you hear that he's involved in stock exchange. Actually, hold on a minute. If you're involved in stock exchange, the stock exchange world isn't that big, especially the successful ones, because many people invest in stocks and they never succeed. So then we begin to ask, if he's in stock exchange, why don't I see his name in magazines? Why don't I see his name at websites where people are watching for the stocks often? So when you look at the bigger picture, you realize, hold on a minute, things appear good over here, but something ain't right. Then you find out that this guy is involved in money laundering, and the criminals are okay with him, but there are people after his life, not the criminals, but the criminals are defending him, they're happy with him, but relatives and other people want to do things to him. And that's why he bought a house far away from his relatives and from his friends. There's also something you need to know. If someone buys a big house because they want to live there, why do they want to live there? Do they have family and friends around? If not, why do they want to go that far? That's what I mean with looking beyond. I'm telling you, stop looking for the unreal. Don't look for someone with no enemies. Well, that's it for now. Agree with Christ and be at peace.